Okay, I heard that the director is here, so we'll wait for him to come in and he will take over the stage. Bit of a pause.
Hello.
Okay, really sorry, but he's on a phone call, so we have to wait. I played the placement video. I played the sports video. I played the culturals video. Sorry, no video left. This video I played in the morning. Played. Research part. Maybe I can play research part.
अब मत करो, थोड़ा ऊपर हो जाएगा ऐसे एकदम से आगे। यहाँ पे अभी either we can do the quiz, we can do some
What quiz? Ah, there. Thank God.
You want to do an intro?
Mostly we have covered most of the questions. Questions from me. You can just some questions.
So, good evening to all of you. Good. The enthusiasm of a BTech student must be showcased, okay? And that comes with this good evening. So, friends, hearty welcome to IIT Madras. And first and foremost, A good round of congratulations to all of you. So I want a good ovation for all the students who have cleared it. What your achievement means today. See, I just want to start off with with something that I experienced in the past. 2022 or 2023, Sam Altman came to India. Who is Sam Altman? Huh? ChatGPT ka owner, correct? Huh? He came to India and he met our Honorable Prime Minister. The Prime Minister of a nation is the largest democracy in our world. 150 crore population. And this person meets him, and after that, he had the temerity to come and tell that India is hopeless. We cannot build our own large language models. We cannot dream of one ChatGPT. I am a very big nationalist. Friends, I don't have a passport. Okay, I have not traveled abroad. I am so stuck to India. I love my country. That night I couldn't sleep. I took the JEE 2023 physics paper and typed question by question with the multiple choice. Put it into ChatGPT. That got some 9 out of 120. Next day I called press. There's a big meeting here. The director is going to make some comment. The press is very friendly to IIT Madras. So they came here and I said, ChatGPT is useless. It cannot solve JEE question, physics question paper. Okay. Then last year, when the physics question paper was given to ChatGPT, it's also becoming intelligent. It's also getting coaching. No, who is coaching us? Who's coaching ChatGPT? India. 100 crore mobile users. Okay. We are coaching it. We are the coaching class. We are the Kota. We are the Chaitanya, Shiva, whatever. Okay. And then last year it scored 109 out of 120. And this time I told the physics guys, see what happens. It scored 109. So this year, on that day, after the exam day, at least 9 questions ChatGPT could not solve. Okay? Of your physics paper. And that physics paper you have all cleared and come, so that deserves a big applause. Chal. So now, friends, now JEE, my friend Professor B.S. Murthy, who is the director of IIT Madras, IIT Hyderabad, he is a professor of metallurgy here. And he always tells, we meet, he works very late night, I also go late night, that great days where we actually did work. Now I'm only clearing files as director. Okay. Those days he used to say, Kama, you are very blessed. And I asked him why. He said that when I enter my BTech class, first year class, everybody looks sad. And I asked them why. Then they all responded, I did not get computer science, sir. Okay. Then I told Murthy, don't worry, I'm also facing the same thing. I go and ask all my kids, okay, are you all happy? They are all still sad. Ask, why are you sad, sir? I didn't get computer science, Bombay. Then I asked my friends in Bombay, they said, everybody in the class is unhappy except the one guy, because they say I did not get All India rank 1. Okay. So, friends, JEE rank is just an integer. Okay? I want to tell my story. I failed in JEE. 1985, I cupped in JEE. Because I was playing cricket, I was playing violin. I was enjoying my youth. I don't say you did not enjoy, but I was really enjoying. I did not prepare. Chemistry was completely Greek and Latin or something worse than Greek and Latin. At least you know it is Greek and Latin, right? It was something beyond that. I got single digit mark, 9, 10. That took grace mark somebody would have put. But I loved this campus. And that year, ironically or fortunately, 13 fellows from my school cleared JEE. And 5 are in this campus. very good ranks. Top 100 में 4, PS Senior Secondary, those days. So I used to come to this campus regularly. But GATE I cracked, 1989. GATE, I really struggled well. I took it as a challenge. I want to come to this campus. I love this campus. I love the deers. I love the black bugs. I love everything in this campus. So 1989, GATE I got a good mark. Those days ranks were not announced, but I got a good mark. I got MS here in computer science, MTech in IIT Kanpur. I joined MS here. I got MS degree. Then I joined PhD here. I got PhD degree. Then went to Indian Institute of Science, some other places. Again 2001, I became assistant professor. 2006, I became associate professor. 2009, I became professor. 2010, I became the chairman of the examination. I failed. So, this exam is okay. It's an enabler. We have done it well. Don't worry about your ranks. Don't think you are not in the top 100 and all. It's just an integer. Okay? Now, everything resets here. Let me start with certain important points. Why should we study technology? What is it that we need to do to make technology? Why should we actually work on deep technology, space technology, marine technology, biotechnology, electronics, communication, semiconductors? Okay? So many fields are there. Metallurgy. Why should we all work on this? Now, 1947, friends, we got social independence. A lot of freedom fighters fought. You would have studied in history, correct? Till 10th you all had history, no? Social science you all studied? Okay. Life is not just about physics, chemistry, maths. A lot of biology also is needed, and then you need social science also. 2047, 100 years of independence, which our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji says, Viksit Bharat 2047. It's a very, very important statement. We need to see a technology superpower, Bharat. If I say I want to be a superpower, I need to be a technology superpower, because everything today is basically handled by technology. Every problem that comes, you had nightmare when they said JEE Advanced leaked. Nothing happened. Okay? So one small misconfiguration in one drive, and one fellow was able to access a few admit cards. Immediately put JEE data leaked. One night you all had sleepless night, no exam cancelled, all these things. All these are technology driven, right? So today, we need to have a complete control over technology. Our country must have sovereign technology. Two important events in the last decade, which every engineer today, every parent today must start thinking about, right? Can you tell me the two most important events for India in the last decade? Can you list? Operation Sindoor is the second. The first? COVID, right? It's a no-brainer, okay? COVID, what happened? Exactly 1920-25 range, when we were all not born, there was a polio. And for the polio vaccine, we waited for 1 year from the other parts of the world. And many Indians got polio because of that. Polio eradication program took 70 years for us to come to a control. Polio continued. Because we waited for 1 year, there was a spread, and it became an endemic, and it continued. When COVID started, unlike the 1920s, 25s, maybe it was like this COVID became a big business for the pharma. This became a bio war. People were trying to, so there will be many more Durandars that are going to come. How many people have watched Durandar? Huh? You all liked it? Yes or no? Yes. Yes? Yes. Okay. So Durandar is what you should watch. So, in COVID, what happened? There were other countries which said, I had a vaccine. And that vaccine worked at 5 degrees centigrade. When you had to bring that vaccine to India and inject into every fellow, you need to spend 10,000 rupees. Correct? Because India's climate condition, we can't bring it at 5 degrees. I have to put a fridge, I have to put this fellow inside and vaccinate. If 10,000 rupees, how many vaccinations happen in the country? You have idea? 275 crores vaccinations have happened. We have a 140 crore population, around two vaccines per person, and it almost come to 275 crore vaccinations. And if you are going to spend 10,000 rupees per vaccine, where would our country be? Completely lost. Got it? Now, what did we do? We invented two vaccines that work at 30 degrees centigrade. It is sovereign technology. It was done by technologists. It was done by, we'll come to who did it. But we did two vaccines. And those vaccines we are able to, at price, give at 600 rupees, reduced price at 300 rupees for super senior citizens and senior citizens at no price. We still made it and did 275 crore vaccinations in our country. Not only that, you are all proud to be an Indian, right? Yes. Yes, to yes sona hai yaar. Yes. Ah, good. Now, when we needed vaccine in the country, there were still vaccinations pending in the country. When the deep south, Africa and other nations were struggling for vaccines, we gave this vaccine free of cost to them. We donated vaccine. Good. The other parts of the world, parents for you, oh, my son is in that place, this place, daughter is in that place, this place that you are talking of. Those fellows reserved vaccine for some 10 waves that could come, and then the remaining what was left, they sold. They sold to the other nation. So that is Bharat. This is our country. This is why we should be proud to be an Indian. And I am sure when Viksit Bharat 2047 comes, who is going to be at the helm of affairs? I'll be 80 years old. You are all going to be at the helm of affairs. So friends, we must prepare ourselves to be very relevant to that superpower India. I want to see many of you being great CEOs of Indian companies. Companies that dictate the entire way the world should work. Today, Google's and the other big companies come and say this is how the world should work. We must be dictating those terms. We must all be secretaries of some of the big departments, giving policies for the nation. Try to get into that mode. Okay? I want also parents, please motivate your child towards that national goal. Power, money and fame will follow, even if you don't want, if they have that national goal. Correct? Parents, do you agree? Yes. Thank you. Now, let us take, next one was Operation Sindoor. Have you ever heard of a war called a responsible war? As a country, for centuries, not just pre-British, pre-Muslim, the Ashokas and Mauryas, any time, we as a country have not gone and asked or grabbed any piece of land that does not belong to us. We were never greedy. That is Bharat. Right? We have never gone and waged a war to capture a land. Okay? Of late, whenever we were attacked, we were being needled, we now gave back. And that was Operation Sindoor. And what we did a responsible war. We went and hit them at 5-meter accuracy. We hit exactly the terrorist targets. We hit exactly those people who are trying to needle us. we did not intend to hit any other friends and brothers and sisters who are on the other side of the border. This is called responsible war. Nowhere in the world, I am telling you, nowhere in the world, you are seeing Iran war, you are seeing the other wars, nowhere in the world we had such a responsible way of giving back and fighting a war. I think, and what enabled this? Atmanirbhar Swadeshi technology. And that technology came from aerospace, chemical, embedded systems, radars, electronics communication, civil engineering, naval architecture, and of course some amount of computer science and data science. Okay? So, if you are not going to get computer science and data science, I am a computer science professor, so I can tell you, don't worry, God has blessed you with that JEE rank which is going to give you a core technology. Okay? Today, how can we talk without a mask? What enabled us to talk without a mask? Sir, vaccine. Who invented vaccine? Computer scientist. Biological science. Go and check your list, it will be last. In your choice list, Josame, it will be last. Correct? Are you making the correct decision? Friends, next to 200 years, the problems in computing will always rise from biology. That's why I don't know, I have to tell CBSE to scrap this computer science out of this +2. Just now we finished. We are releasing for the first time in the world data about brain stem. Okay? We have taken human brain. The workshop is happening. It's a BRICS workshop. Several countries have come here. And just now, just half an hour before, I had the opportunity to basically release the first ever data about brainstem. Nobody has understood how the brain works. When IBM supercomputer, Blue Gene, bet Kasparov for the first time, that was the first proof that computers can think. Kasparov was actually unhappy about it, okay? But then he wrote this book called Deep Thinking. I want all of you to just buy that book, $200, $300. Deep Thinking, where artificial intelligence ends and natural intelligence takes over. It's a fantastic book. It's a Bible for everybody who aspire to do anyway in your life, whichever discipline you take, you'll be doing some amount of AI. It's a very important reason. Now you have another 10, 15 days before you join your college. Have this very interesting read. Now, when we actually look at the human brain, actually is size of a palm, and it maximum consumes 20 watt of power. The Blue Gene computer, we just played chess. We do several other things. Chess is 1/1,000,000th of what we do, right? The computer which played chess was as big as the hall those days, this hall, and it consumed 200 megawatts of power. Now, where is this thinking? It would have bet him, but the human brain is such superior in terms of energy consumption, in terms of size, in terms of many other things, in compactness, etc. So, there is still lot of work that is happening in the intersection of medicine and technology, in the intersection of, health and technology. How many people have written the ISER aptitude test? Anybody here has written the ISER aptitude test? How many people are going to write the ISER aptitude test? And as an outcome of ISER aptitude test, you can join how many courses in IIT Madras? Not one. BS Chemistry you can join. Okay? So BS Chemistry is becoming very, very important. Why? Why is chemistry becoming important? What are the domains? Can you tell me one domain? Are mic hai kya? Mic. Chemistry, immediately can you give me one answer? Batteries. Good, good. Give a clap, ma. Clap, clap. What's your name? Satvik. Which school? Here, Chennai, Tamil. Ah, very good. Okay. Inga vapa, come, give, send, give them. Okay, good. Battery. Today, battery. What are the three important things that you need from a battery? Anybody else want to answer? Let us start the class today, no? Okay, love to. What are the three important things that you need from a battery? Durability is a big word. Then as a common end user, like range. It should give a big range, large range. You should charge very fast. Charge very fast. Life to chod do, cost should be less. All this finally matters to life, durability, everything. So three important things. What? Cost of the battery should be less. You should give me very long range, and you should charge it very fast. Correct? So there is lot of research. So what is the battery that is being used today? Lithium ion, right? Lithium is in scarcity. India cannot afford. So China says, I will not give you lithium. US says, ban on that technology. Then we have gone. So we have to look at alternate what? Material. So which science is important? Metallurgy is important. And where is metallurgy in your choice list? Not even seen. Pratap is a great metallurgist. He's a dean of students here. Please give a good applause. Friends, those days, we had this offline counseling. Okay? So I want to narrate this. If I'm boring, stop me, right? I'm a prof, I'll keep on talking. Am I boring? No. Okay, good. Okay, so offline counseling will be there. So 2004, where engineering physics we introduced. I'm going to talk about that also. So I was sitting in a chair here, like this. Two parents came. Sir, for this rank, computer science, Nara. Yes. You can guess from which place. Okay. Then I said, where is the kid? He was standing 1 acre away. Same building, same ICSR building. I said, call him. So he came. So I was sitting on that side, parents were standing. I called him that side. I got him near me. I hugged him. And I said, boy, what do you want to learn? With a very smiling face, as I am. Okay. I told, what do you want? He wanted to join engineering physics. And he started saying, inj. Mother. Computer science choose. Then I said, okay, computer science, he wrote. Then all the three left. Then this boy said, I want to go to Lu or Chuchu, and he came back. Something he told, and he came back and said, sir, can you change it to engineering physics? I said, I will lose my job. You will lose your seat. Well, parents have to sign. Because you are still 17, 18 major. But I asked him, why you want to do engineering physics? Sir, I went to Canada. I've cracked that physics Olympiad. I saw the syllabus now. It's done so much work. I saw the website, beautiful topics. I love this. I want to study electromagnetism. I want to study quantum mechanics. All these things he told. Then I told him, those days we have this branch change. And nobody would like to go to engineering physics. You come join here, do well in the first year. Second year, you become 18. Then your parents sign it's not necessary. You can go after engineering physics. Well, then they insisted they put all this, and I tracked after that. Unfortunately, this guy, fortunately maybe, I don't know what he is, he joined IIT Kharagpur computer science he got, so then he can't come for engineering physics here, and they did not have an engineering physics. He was in touch with me, those days mobile was not there, but he was in touch with me for some time. I don't know where he is, I also forgot his name. Maybe he became a good quantum scientist today. Engineering physics, friends, I don't know whether it's in your choice list or not, is one of the most important topic today. Why? Quantum. Who said quantum? Put your hands up. Okay. You also said quantum? Okay. Give him a clap. What's your name? Which school? India, Chennai. Oh, very good. Okay. So, Engineering physics is extremely important today because quantum is coming up in a very big way. There are some problems that classical computers cannot solve. They are called very complex problems. That will take exponential amount of time. Quantum computers can solve it faster. And these problems are realistic problems, and we need solutions. We need fast solutions. So today, quantum will become one of the most important field, and quantum is going to be some enabler for artificial intelligence also. We believe that quantum for AI is going to be a big revolution that is going to come. The days of these NVIDIA, GPUs and other things will soon evaporate. By the time you graduate, I think there'll be, because there's no power. People have bought these NVIDIA GPUs in different places. Data centers are set up across the world. They don't have electricity to power it. So power crisis. See, nature is a communist. It will balance all its act. Beyond some point you try to do, it will hit you very nicely. So that is what is happening in AI also. So we need to come out with more and more. So see, every engineering field will have its thing. Physics today will hold the prime thing because of quantum physics, because of quantum mechanics, because of quantum technology. So there is going to be a great future today, believe it or not, for engineering physics. If some fellow gets engineering physics, even though you don't like it, but once you get it, take it as the greatest blessing from heaven, from all your ancestors and God, that you have got into it. Okay? Yes or no? Absolutely. Yes, quantum ke liye yaar. Okay, good. Next, I have this famous question. I hope AskIITM did not ask this question. We didn't ask any question. So, who is the richest professor in institute? Which department? How do you know this? Huh? Are, you customer. See, I am computer science professor. I have a Ciaz car, 9 lakhs. Metallurgy, what car you have? Huh? Honda, little bigger than me. Okay. BMW, Audi. You ever listen about this car? Audi, Volvo. These are all with naval architecture. Okay. Today, if you look at India is the one, Bharat is the only country. We'll all call Bharat, okay? India to chodo. Bharat. Such a beautiful word. Bharat is the only country where we have an ocean named against our previous name, Indian Ocean. Correct? You see from the northeast part, a bit of Bangladesh, then we have the Calcutta, then we have Orissa, we have Andhra, then you come back to Tamil Nadu, then go to Kerala, then Karnataka coast, Goa, then Gujarat. This entire what you call as Sagarmala. There are a lot of ports there, hundreds. Maritime economy, or what you call as blue economy, is going to be the most important thing as we progress. Okay? And every port in this, even if they want to plant one hibiscus plant, they ask our naval architecture department. So they are the consultants for every port. Name any port, our fellows are the consultant. So it is ocean of funds. Okay? But that comes from naval architecture. And where is that in your choice list? Huh? Okay? So parents, again you can rethink. JOSA is there till 26th, Canada. When it is? JOSA, when it goes, first round? When can you freeze? No, so much time are there. 10th, what is today? 6th, right? 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 4, 96 hours are there. Think socho. Huh? You should think. Okay? I'm not saying. Everybody, that fellow did, I also go, this herd mentality should not be there. Think about it. Think about all these things. That's why we have called you here. Why are we spending time here on a Saturday evening? Right? Today Saturday or Sunday? Saturday. Okay? So, Why are we spending this time? Just to educate you, right? Basically tell you, once you got a JEE rank, 100 fellows would have told 100,000 ideas. We are also telling some, as Rajinikanth says in one way, what did you tell? Truth, right? I'm telling you truth, okay? Okay, right? So friends, next one I want to talk about what we are missing. The next boom is going to happen in the space. Right? Aerospace is going to become extremely important. Mechanical engineering, chemical engineering is also going to become extremely important. I don't know whether you'll have time to visit the research park. The Asia's first successful research park that we have made here. Now, let me just start asking you some questions. In the world we need, next 5 years we need 100,000 satellites. Arey, don't answer, yeah? IIT students, keep shut. Okay. So, we need 100,000 satellites in 5 years. Per year, how much we need? How many we need? 20,000, okay. Let us assume some 300 days per day, how many we need? Huh? Huh? 66. Let us say 20 hours per day. How many per hour we need? 3. So every 20 minutes I have to send a satellite. Correct? And the average life of a low Earth orbit satellite is 5 years. After that, flunks. So every 20 minutes, there is a necessity for me to send a satellite. Where are the rockets? We have to have a rocket to send the satellite, correct? Where are the rockets? I have to have that many rockets which can send satellites, zig, 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 like how plane lands in Chennai airport or Bombay Heathrow airport, which is going to be the maximum, density, flight density per day. We need to send. Friends, to make one rocket engine, it took 3 months. There were 3,000 plus soldering points. And why soldering points are important? Because in that stress, the first thing to break will be solder. We now patented a technology. IIT Madras incubated company called Agnicool patented a technology where we 3D print a rocket engine in 72 hours. Okay? And there is not a single, it is building from scratch, there is not a single solder. First launch has happened. Now we will be starting launching of these satellites in the near future. Okay? And that rocket factory is in our research park. You can go to our research park and you can see the rocket factory there. This is the power of space technology. And it has come out with at least 3-4 engineering together. Interdisciplinary approach. Right? Mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, aerospace technology, all these things and materials. Because they use a new material called Inconel. It is not new, but recent material called Inconel, which is actually giving this. So all these things put together basically made this thing possible. We had a successful launch on May 31st, 2024, a parabolic launch. It is a guided navigation. Now they are going for the next launch very shortly. So this is the power of deep tech. And this is coming from aerospace, and there are more challenges there. So by God's grace, by your karma rank I call, if you get into aerospace, take it as a blessing. Okay, fine. Now, what next? Okay, you got into BTech. What next? Some days, my days, my BTech days, my MS days at the same institute, this craze for going abroad was there. Which university I should go, get MS, PhD. Now, thanks to Trump and all this Iran, almost parents also don't want to send them. Okay. I took a vow that I will stay here and do a PhD. Okay. For various reasons. I became director, so no, I don't think I'm failed in my life. Okay. So that's a different thing. So that craze, fortunately, has grown. Going abroad and working for them, publishing papers there, improving their international ranking. One great professor in analog design, we thought he will not come here. We conducted an international conference in 2011 in IIT Madras. So I sent a mail at 8:30 in the night saying we are conducting this very important semiconductor conference. It's from a very big place, I will not name him. Are you willing to come here to give a lecture? And I was just closing my system, one thing came. He said, he agreed. Surprised. I said, oh, he's very great. He wrote a handbook of analog design and all. Then, when he came here, I asked him, why did you agree? Oh, your IITs are very great. I was an assistant professor. One guy came. He wrote 4 stellar papers with me, and I became tenure track. Then he wrote another 4 stellar papers. I became tenure professor. Okay? So, I really am obliged to IIT. So what happens, these kids whom we train, you go there and make somebody else professors and tenure track. Okay, that is gone. What I'm saying is today there's a need for strengthening Bharat, strengthening our technology, our needs. The next thing was this pay package. Arey, 1 crore, 1.5 crore. So those days, I stopped my placement team. We don't announce how many people got job, what salary at all. For me, it's meaningless. We stopped that, announcing. Those days, first day, 1.5 crore, it also comes 2 crore, 3 crore and all job. But at the age of 19, parents should tell me, why should your kid need 2 crore per year? You surely go very quickly to diabetes. Okay? Adi Shankara has told in Bhajagovindam, no, artham anartham. Artham anartham means money beyond need is disaster. Okay? Say, when I joined assistant professor here, 22,132, I lived happily. Right? So, luxury is artificial poverty. Simplicity is natural wealth. Correct? All of you remember that. Okay? Now this pay package came. So suddenly they'll put it is raining dollars at IIT Madras. Okay? So, my kid was studying in a school, I was going to pick her up. And there was some evening class. So I was picking her up and coming, one small 7-year-old. That fellow says he wants to play cricket. His father, no, come, pulled him. And he was saying, that was only heartbreaking for me. You saw today news, it is raining dollars at IIT Madras. You have to get into IIT, come study at evening 5 o'clock. Okay? So nonsense. Okay, so those things have started happening. So that pay package is also gone. I used to tell the boys secretly, but I can tell, parents don't mistake. By just showing this 1.5 crores, you will never get a girlfriend. Okay? Right? Now that has gone. There are now yesterday we did a survey. I think today also you would have done a survey. 30% of the students want to become entrepreneurs. And I want to preempt you now itself, parents, that if your child, if you don't have any financial pressure, if you don't have that they have to earn and support you, if they can be free, and at the end of 3rd year or 4th year, they really want to become an entrepreneur, they want to have a startup, please allow them. Don't pressurize them to go for some stupid MBA or some other thing, MS or some job. Thrill is much more. Prosperity is much more. So I want to spend the next 5 minutes talking about entrepreneurship. What is prosperity in entrepreneurship means? Last year we got 330 crores from 2 alumnus of IIT Madras. One fellow wrote a check of 230 crores. His name is Krishna Chivukula. There is a Krishna Chivukula block which we named. Another, Sunil, wrote a 100 crore check, one single check for the Vadvani School of Data Science and AI. Right? And these 2 are alumnus. And importantly, one fellow is a mechanical person, continued in mechanical. Okay? After doing mechanical, don't go high frequency trading. It's useless. Okay? Continued in mechanical, and a block is given here in his name. This is prosperity. If you earn in Google or any other place, Google I'm just saying was a very high paid company, but a lot of things. Google also is a very friend. A lot of people are working there. That type of pay will not make you this prosperous. Why I said about money here, I don't want to talk about money, but why I'm telling about money is that prosperity comes from entrepreneurship also. Aether Energy. How many people have an Aether scooter? All of you should buy one. Huh? You have one? Very good. So the thing is, oh, you have one. So Aether is our own startup. Thanks to Trump for this Iran war, no fuel, battery vehicle got a boost. His share is running. He just became IPO on the correct time. Share is going at 1,000, right? 1,000 plus today. And we invested some 5 lakhs. He's giving us back 120 crores. Okay? As a equity from our company. So, why I'm telling, they are very Agni-cool, started like this. Agni Rath is now becoming Tutor Hyperloop. So many projects that we started here have become very successful startups. Somewhere in 2018, we decided, so all of you have mobile phone, right? What's the cost of that mobile phone you have? Huh? 30,000 rupees. Sir, madam, what's the cost of the mobile phone you have, sir? We are behind you. That cost of the mobile phone just? 90,000 rupees. So that's, you are very affiliated to us. Okay, very nice. Now, 20% of your cost, sir, 30,000 mein 20% kya? What is 30,000? 20% of 30,000? 6,000. 90,000 ka 20% ka? 18,000 plus 6,000 already in this room, just 2 people, 24,000 rupees has already gone abroad as royalty for the standard essential patents that comes with your 4G and other 5G network. Got my point? So, maximum revenue that you spend, it goes to countries which hold the patents, right? Which owns the ideas, right? Today, when there is something called standard essential patent, this phone works on some standard, 5G standard or 4G standard. Any phone in the world that is compatible to 4G or 5G, that company which made that patent, to that company we have to pay the royalty. So much revenue today, crores, millions or even billions of dollars today go as patent fees. So we decided as IIT Madras, we decided we must protect our ideas, whatever be it. There was one company which filed a patent for double click. Mouse, no, you put double click, then he said it's a patent. Any application in the world that use double click for any of its functionality should pay $1 to this fellow. Of course, it got brushed down. People ridiculed it and got it out. I'll not tell what the company is, many of you may join it. When we come, that time I'll tell you. Don't join. Okay. Now, we started Patent a Day scheme. 2018, we started that. Let us aspire to file 1 patent a day. If it is a non-leap year, 365 patents we should have filed in that financial. Leap year, 366. Very specifically, we put a target. Last but one minus 1 year, we had 386 patents. Okay. Last year it was 417. Last but 1 year was 417. Last year, the financial year that ended on March 31st, 2026, we had 472 patents. Then we decided, let us now do, okay, these numbers are coming very nicely, right? So last but 1 year, we said startup shatam. Every third day, one startup must be incubated in IIT Madras. And that should be a deep tech product, not that, what is that, Swiggy, Dangso type of stuff. They are also important. I'm not demeaning it. But we are a technology institute. We should do deep tech. Okay. Then, last year, we were successfully incubated 103 startups in 1 year. Last year, it is 112. The financial year ending March 31, 2026, we had 112 startups. The total number of startups in our incubation cell is now crossed 550 startups. 550 startups. And the total valuation of those startups in the market is 74,000 crores. Okay. So we will talk about, I hope I'll have an opportunity again to address you as a student of IIT Madras. We'll talk about that in greater detail. Now, what we've done, we have something called we have an entrepreneurship cell. You have an idea, that fellow will come and kidnap you. Bring you here, make that idea good. There's an AI tool which will also help you. It will convert that idea into a patent. That is what is the role of entrepreneurship cell. Now from this E-cell, this patented idea goes to Center for Innovation. Did you take them to CFI? You've taken, you've seen that? It is for the student, by the student. Every day night when after seeing so many files, I want to see some young faces. So I walk to that night, 9 o'clock, I just take a walk to CFI. Nobody even will recognize that I have come. And if people who recognize just look at me, why are you here? Okay, so that's completely, it's run by students. So there, this idea actually gets converted to a design. Right? Center for Innovation converts your idea into a design and an idea of a minimum viable product, MVP. Okay? Right? Then there is Nirman. Nirman is a pre-incubator. It's in the second floor of the C5, right? First floor of C5. This Nirman will convert this design into a prototype. Then we have several incubators. We have incubator for cyber physical systems, we have bio incubator, we have rural technology incubator, we have fintech incubator, we have health technology innovation cell, several incubators which will convert your prototype to a startup. Then there are two distinguished entrepreneurs. Chris Gopalakrishnan, he was here today. You would have pulled him for just say hello here. You are unaware of him? So,
Not him, exactly. He was here.
He was here today. So, Chris Gopalakrishnan is the founder of Infosys. He is our distinguished alumnus. And Desh Deshpande, who is founder of Tejas Network, he is also our. So, Gopalakrishnan Deshpande Center, which nurtures these startups to become unicorns. So, we have this, what you call as an entrepreneurship stack. So, the moment you have a brilliant idea, you becoming another Tarun Mehta, I will not take, what is that fellow here? This, Musk, Elon Musk. No, for me, Srinath is Elon Musk. Right? So Srinath, Agnikul Cosmos. He will compete with SpaceX, I have no doubt about it. Today they call him Elon Musk of India. Days are not far off where Elon Musk is going to be called Srinath Raghavan of US. Okay? Right? So we are very, very, very passionate. So we convert this to unicorn. So this entire entrepreneurship stack is there. So you have an idea, you become a startup. And my request, I'm preempting all parents here. If your child wants to start, incubate, do a startup, allow them. 1 or 2 years, let them experiment after their degree. They will be successful. They are IITians. They have cracked JEE 2026 physics paper. Okay? So they will be successful. But then, even if they fail, failed entrepreneur is a very big credit in your biodata. Because that failure, Abdul Kalam has told, fail is what? First attempt in learning. F-A-I-L, first attempt in learning. Now fail is not fail. Fail is first attempt in learning. So that first attempt in learning will teach you million lessons which not a single success can teach you. Okay? So keep that in mind, parents. When your kid comes and says, Dadi ma, I want to become an entrepreneur, remember these words. Unless you are in financial pressure, you want your kid to earn and support your family, if you can manage on yours, give them that 2 years. Right? And they will become successful. There are a lot of ways by which this can happen. Now, what we have done, so a kid has an idea, they go here, they spend all the time in C5, they bunk classes, the faculty shouts, no attendance, they come to Dean Pratap here, Dean Academic Courses, Director, sir, I have to go to France, that competition. Then I call that professor, I fall at his feet. In IIT Madras, there are 692 faculty, including me. 91 kings and queens and one sevak called director. That's why we are number 1 in the world, in India. Okay, that's the freedom. So I called Pratap, also call and give him attendance and something. Chalega yaar, come on. Okay? And then all these things happen. Now they make a very successful startup. Now fir kya? See, startups the journey of startups, I would like to, it's a very hard thing. But students take this hardship very nicely. For example, as we are talking, there is an Agni Rath. Agni Rath is a car that is powered by solar and that is going to take a 3,000 kilometer race. 4 years, it happens alternatively, one in Darwin and Adelaide in Australia, 3,000 kilometers, and once in South Africa. Alternate years, it happened once in Australia, one in South Africa. So the first Australia version they went, their design got approved, but they were not allowed to drive. The second South Africa version they went, they were allowed to drive on the test track, but not on the competition. They said this car will not go. The third time they went, like Gajini Mohammed, they also go. They were allowed to drive 600 kilometers. After that, the car had some issues. This time they have gone to South Africa. They are confident to finish off the 3,000 kilometers. And when they finish off the 3,000 kilometers, they will be in the top 4 in the world. Number 1 is Lamborghini, number 2 is Toyota, and number 3 or 4 will be IIT Madras. Okay? For this, there are 72 members team, 72 member team. They are all sitting at C5. That car has gone. I had a video of that car. Do you have a video of that car? No, you didn't have. Okay, just check. So, they were just driving.
Of undergrads.
Let's see. I don't know where it is.
I'm searching for it, sir.
You just said Umadi. Just a minute. Just look at it, and you can also put this. You send a WhatsApp to yourself. Okay, so there are 72 kids. They spend around 18 hours a day and never feel tired.
Search within the chat.
They learn so many things about embedded systems. They learn so many things about energy. There are so many things that they learn.
Video, no?
And that experience you can never get in classroom. Okay? And that makes them ready for further things. So we also started Hyperloop. Hyperloop, how many people know what is Hyperloop? Right? It is a vacuum in which you have a monorail, single rail. The pod will go it will go levitate, magnetism, and you can go at 600 kilometers per hour. So from here to Bangalore is 35 minutes. Suppose you decide Bombay, you can come here and study and go back to Bombay. Okay? 1 hour. Okay, so that's the speed. So again, there was a 70-member team which worked. And today they have a successful tutor Hyperloop. They have backed 5 purchase orders. Okay? So their valuation has gone to 2,200 crores. So this type of entrepreneurship effort is very, very important, and that can basically turn off. Viksit Bharat 2047, friends, is going to be a product nation. It must be a startup nation. I don't want IIT alumnus, whichever IIT ex-alumnus, to be employees. You should not beg for a job. You should be employers. You should give job. Okay?
Yeah.
That is work for it. Right? It should be always like this, never like this, with respect to job. Okay? The only point where you should say like this is to your guru and God and your parents. Don't forget your parents. Okay? Mata, Pita, Guru, Devam. Only to them this. All others is only this. That's I don't say it is an ego, but it should be a legitimate pride. Okay? Will you do it? Yes, no? Yes. Ah, very good. Kya hua? You have to do it. Okay. So, friends, this is the car Now you see.
Meet Agneya, a sleek solar-powered racing car built by students at IIT Madras.
We have
The
20
1.1
kilometer per hour
meter high
here,
car is made of carbon
but it
fiber.
can go at 80 kilometer
With
per hour.
solar panels on top, the aerodynamically designed machine can cruise up to 110 km speed, generating power from solar energy and storing it in 11 megajoules battery. The car will be put to test in Australia at the Bridgestone World Solar Challenge, a 3,000 kilometer long race.
Our solar panels are sufficient to charge the battery even without an external power source.
Physical properties aside, it also has live telemetry system to monitor a car throughout the race. In short, Agneya is not just a car. It is the product of our efforts over multiple months, and it is a sturdy soldier to take part in the battle conditions in Australia.
From laying the first sheet of carbon fiber to seeing the entire car come together made us feel incredibly proud. I don't think it has hit us yet that we made Agneya from scratch. We cannot wait for the start of the competition in the Australian outback.
In 2023, the team could not qualify. This time, they are super confident after a year of hard work and testing.
We traveled across the 3,000 kilometers and collected wind and solar data so that we are better prepared for the next edition. Once we came back, we methodically went by the points that we collected during the challenge, during the design and manufacturing phase, and we also collaborated with industry professionals so that we can minimize the number of errors.
Driving this race isn't just about speed. It's a constant balance between performance and efficiency. Every decision we make, speed, acceleration, and when to post, is based on sunlight, battery levels, and terrain. A single wrong call can cost us hours.
The mission has triggered a passion among some of these young minds in Team Agnirat to work on sustainable, fully solar-powered domestic cars. In Chennai, Cheryl is the Juliana for tellmystory.in.
Okay. Just keep this. Right. So this story of Agnirat, basically, the thing is that suddenly, almost out of 12,500, at least 10,000 will have my cell phone number. Students have my cell phone. So they'll call midnight, tell, sir, today hostel food was not good. All these things happen. And I get a lot of recommend, sir, they are not recruiting me into this Agnirat. Can you put in a word? Suddenly I'll see some 2 or 3 kids coming to my office and saying, sir, we are good in coding, we are this. First day they'll come. You know, these kids are so brilliant. So first 2 days I'll be listening. Then third day, sir, I said, what? Sir, Agnirat team is not recruiting, sir. You know my province, no? I've told you last 2 days I've been interacting with you. So that's the demand for this team. So like this, we have 15, 16 clubs doing multiple. There's a Raftar race car, there's a spaceport competition, there's a AI club, there's a math coding club. So fantastic things. So you can be part of it, and then this is the first step for you to become a very successful entrepreneur. So friends, this is all many new things that you see here. And for those ISR aptitude test aspirants, I would like you to go and have a look at our Medical Science and Technology department. We have invested more than 280 crores in the last 2 years, because today, to give accessible, quality, affordable healthcare for all, we need technology that is Swadeshi. COVID vaccine has taught us that we need to make medicines and diagnosis and treatment process within our country, and that is going to be very important thing. So everything's digital. You'll see a digital cadaver, you can synthetic cadaver, you can do digital surgeries there, and a lot more. If you want a title song for the medical science department, the title song is Virtual You. So I want, like deep thinking, you can also go and search for Virtual You. Virtual You makes, models the human body as a engineering system, right? So the whole human body can be now modeled as 120 partial differential equations. And something goes wrong, you have fever, one coefficient of one partial differential equation is wrong. So you have to go and correct it, okay? So what we have achieved in that medical science department is, we now have doctors who come and do that, PhD, after MD. And we have made the cardiologist view the heart as a Navier-Stokes equation. Okay, Navier-Stokes equation is a partial differential equation. So these are some very interesting things that are happening. Last, we are basically working very seriously for mental wellness and stress. Friends, at one point of time, after post-COVID, I went and did a blood test for some kids. Vitamin D was nil. These kids have to go take to the field and say, this is called grass, green, that's called sun. Okay? And they never played, they are only doing integration for last 5 years, 6 years. Now, and I am a violinist, and I have a lot of friends in the music circle. One of the very senior musician came and told me, Kamakoti, see, your JE is killing art. What are you doing? At the end of 9th standard, they say, I very good singer, first class, he will come much better than me. But that fellow says, I have to prepare for JE, so he quit singing. He quit art. So keeping this in mind, it was really bothering me, because the national education policy today wants a holistic development. There's no life without a hobby, right? Everything cannot be just study. You can't be a nerd. You have to be open. We have to see a lot of other things. So, for the first time, any IIT, all 22 IITs were against me, right? But I went, like Rajinikanth, Singam Taniya Pokum, one sing. Okay? So we went, we introduced the sports quota, sports excellence admission. So 18 seats for gender neutral and 18 reserved for females. Okay, female students, how many are you there? How many female students are here? Arey, clap karo yaar. Right? 18 reserved for female. Outcome of this, see this. Put full mode. Where putting half? So this is my lovely Aryaman Mandal. So today he qualified for our state Tamil Nadu water polo team. Next year I'm sure he'll go to national, and the way he plays you should see, I'm sure he'll participate in Olympics. I have no doubt about it. He made us very proud. So therefore yesterday, first week of July 26th, he'll be in the senior national water polo championship. And last year, what happened is inter-IIT sports, we scored 152 points. The next IIT was 74 points. So I told that if you make this score cumulative, next year I will not even play, we will win. Correct, Ra? Okay. Okay. So we have now the sports excellence admission. We have 15 national champions, and this time I was told that there are some 100 applications, so we will get many more. Same thing we also did for fine arts cultural excellence. So next year, so last year, we got 2 Hindustani tablists. We had one Hindustani violinist, one Carnatic violinist, one Carnatic singer, fantastic Bharatanatyam artist. All of them, they have cleared the CCRT fellowship or the All India Radio competition or All India Radio grading, Rashtriya Puraskar, painting, everything is included. The traditional art, folk arts should be in that category and get some rank in JEE Advanced. You will get your coveted course, whatever course you want. And there will be again a rank list. So we work with the Ministry of Culture. We also work with the Ministry of Sports Authority of India. Friends, sports and, see, Bharatiya actually told what? Kaalayil ezhundavudan padippu, means in the morning you should learn. Pinbu kanivu kudukkum nalla paattu. Then you have to sing. Maalai muzhudum vilayattu. In the evening you should play. Endru vazhakkapaduthikollu papa. It's a very beautiful thing. Tamil has not left out anything for us. It's a great thing. So singing and sports are inherent part of our childhood, and we should not kill it. So this you go and tell, you will have sisters, brothers, sisters who will be preparing. If they play well, if they sing well, there's a bright chance to get into IIT Madras for sure. Okay? So friends, by doing this, there are 4 characteristics you get. First thing is teamwork. If you are a sportsman, you alone cannot bat, you alone cannot bowl well. That doesn't take. You have to have a team. If you are on a concert, you have to adjust, you have to see the audience, you have to see your percussionist, you have to see your accompanist, and everybody, collective effort only will give you success. So teamwork comes by default, right? Second thing is attention to details, right? In art, you do big art, you do small, you make a mistake, you can't correct it so easily, correct? You sing a fantastic song, or abaswaram, you're gone. In cricket, you miss a shot, you get bowled, you're out, that's irreversible. So attention to details comes out as very important, correct? Third thing, very important from a mental makeup point of view, which a lot of us miss. We should get our child to do it. First ball you hit a sixer, whole world prices. 1.3 crore in Jio Hotstar for this IPL view. 1.3 crore fellows say ha 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 ha, yes. Next ball you get bowled, they immediately say you're waste, okay? So instantaneous success, instantaneous failure, like what Bhagavad Gita says, the mind is prepared to take both of it together. The sports and arts will give you. First song will be great, second song will flop, third song will be excellent. The instantaneous good and instantaneous bad. Dealing with it at the same level, sports and arts, performing arts gives you, performing sports gives you. The last, physics, general health. You cannot win a national championship unless you get up at 5 o'clock and do some basic exercise. You cannot sing well unless you get at that Brahma Muhurtam and practice. So arts and keep your mental health and your physical health, arts and sports, keep it well. So these four are very important, and I see in my kids when they have come here. So for all other parents here, your friends, who are going to come to, you are in 7th standard, 8th standard, please allow the kid to play and also sing or do some arts, have a hobby, and there is a good chance that they can get into IIT Madras. And I can't say about other IITs, but sure. So with this I end. Thank you very much. Hope I made this session interesting. If you have any questions, I'll answer. Any questions? You can put your hands up. And, yes, there.
So no questions, but we would like to thank you on behalf of all of us for this inspiration and motivating most of the parents over here. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. There? Mike.
Thank you, sir. It was a great honor to be here and with your great lecture. And I had a doubt that a PS degree in that maths or physics or chemistry doesn't allow IIIT. Website says it was BTech only allows it. But in the podcast you said it is allowing. But so
There's a dean academic courses, he's the Pandit here. He says it's allowed. Okay. Thank you, sir. And if parents also want to join and study along with your child, we have an option. Yeah, so there is a BS Data Science and Programming, BS Management and Data Science, BS Aeronautical and Space Technology, BS Electronic Systems, 4 BS degrees. The entry is not through JEE Advanced. Entry can be through an eligibility test, which will only test your logic. And if you actually had a good fight with your husband, you can finish that. Logically fight, you can clear it. Very easy to clear it. And you can join. And inspiration for this, there's a 82-year-old Tata who is having 8.5 CGPA, and he's going to finish. He's very good at Python. Okay? And in his days, it seems, he was told that he did not have IIT, and he wanted to study in IIT. This is a good opportunity. According to his horoscope, he'll live till 96. So after he finishes this BS Data Science and Programming, he's going to take BS Electronic System, finish that, and get 2 degrees from IIT Madras. And the remaining 2 next birth. So if parents want to join, still admission open is there, you can write that eligibility test. We'll not allow you without that eligibility, but it's easy. Right? Again, I told you, necessary and sufficient condition for it, you can clear. Okay? Next, yeah. Yarpa? I would like to thank you, sir. Yeah, my point.
I would like to thank you actually because after this results, we are with so many confusions, what to choose, what not to choose, and what basis we have to choose. But attending your session have given us more clarity on technical aspects, cost-wise, like, and the future placement-wise, or whatever it is. Like, and I'm also very much impressed with the startup ideas which you are encouraging, and the patent ideas which you are encouraging as an indigenous resource. So all together, I would like to thank you from whole of my heart.
I always want to put this in the podcast. How many people have seen Big Bang Theory? So Sheldon is the sort of the main character there. He ultimately gets the Nobel Prize. But once he said, every day this decision, right, to make a decision was really paining. What shirt to wear, what course to choose, right? So he just said, okay, he tosses a coin. Heads means you do this. So he left it to that, and he became very relaxed. Okay, the coin will decide what I want to do. Eat today Thai food, yes, okay, I'll eat, and like that. What I'm telling is, even that random choice will be good, because like how we don't have a bad mother, we don't have a bad course at all. Every course has its real peak. And you can become a great person in that field. And seriously I'm telling, you just believe in one coin, just say whatever you like, you respect, you just toss a coin or toss a die and make a choice, or put a lottery in front of Mata, Pita, Guru, Daivam and take it and join it. I'm sure that course will be good. Like there is no bad mother, there is no bad course. Okay? Sure. Any other questions?
Sir, I just want to know. I just want to know, the past 5 years or so, you are coming first in NIRF ranking. What is the secret to get first?
Yeah. See, we work as a cohesive unit. Secret number one is we work very cohesively. Till now, till today, in my last 4.5 years as director, and last 21 years before that, 22 years before that as a faculty, none of the staff or faculty have said the word no. Okay? There could be some delays and other things, but we all worked very cohesively. And it's a blessing for IIT Madras. Okay? You see that happiness here. And that has been, I'm really blessed to be the director of such an institution. And that has really changed the way we look. Second thing is, focus is very, very important. Focus towards national priority. For example, we run the Swayam platform, we run the Swayam Plus platform, we run the PMRF, right? We run Vidya Shakti. Vidya Shakti is we go to rural schools, rural interaction centers we have set up. There's a TV of this size connected to the internet. Between 5 and 8, our volunteers and faculty log in and they interact with the rural children and basically get, it's not a parallel school, but it's an augmentation to the school. Today we have 8,000 such centers in this. And let me tell you, all of you should thank God, all young kids. Today India's GER, Bharat's GER, the gross enrollment ratio of number of students who finish +2 and come to higher education is 70 to 29. That means out of every 100 children, only 29 children come to higher education. God has blessed you to come and reach a portal of an IIT. Right? I think all of you give a round of claps to yourself and please thank God for it. We run Vidya Shakti, where we want to democratize this education. When March 1, 2022, friends, 3 girls from a very rural place called me and told, sir, you have set up this center. I don't have biology teacher, we are failing in biology. They're Tamil medium. So we organized a teacher from Chennai, very good teacher. 45 days that teacher taught in Tamil. April 15th was the examination, April 15, 20, that range. All these 3 kids got above 90%. So intelligence is there everywhere. We have to democratize that opportunity. We work on that. We work very closely on this. And these things, their blessings also are very, very important. Last one, we have a strategic plan. And the strategic plan is done by youngsters. Youngsters in the sense young faculty. I was in the strategic plan of 2016. And when that plan actually comes to an implementation stage, I am at the M of affair. I was associate dean when some things of that plan came up. So youngsters own that plan and they become leaders. They execute that plan. They own it and execute it. And since there is a strategic plan, the whole institute is focused towards it. And these are all reasons why we are in number one for several things. Not just engineering overall, and then innovation, and then sustainability. And we are, of course, number two after the Great Indian Institute of Science in research. Thank you. Yeah, sir. Yes.
I just had, first of all, thank you for this. It was extremely inspiring, I think, both for the students as well as the parents. And thanks for doing this open day as well. I think this in itself is a great concept. So we've heard a lot about the startup ecosystem and all that you developed. And I think the other IITs are at a serious disadvantage that they're not doing very similar one-day event like you. They do very, like a 2-hour
Again, I'm doing it on behalf of all IITs and IISc. Okay, so this is again, I'll continue your question after I finish. So this again, it's basically that, we had this offline counseling where we can tell certain truths to the boys so that they can make an informed decision. Unfortunately, that has completely gone. We don't have this offline counseling. Because of technology, we miss that personal connect. Like seeing you in person versus seeing you on screen or through a website, it makes a big difference, right? So we are doing it on behalf of all IITs and IISc. And if some of you want to do some core technology, see, for example, today civil engineers are missing. I'm not able to execute a project today. Projects are delayed by 6 months. The way we build buildings, it becomes cloudy, it is leaking. It need not even rain. That's the state. India, the infrastructure is needed. Today you can study computer science provided I have this very beautiful air-conditioned hall. Provided there is a semiconductor facility which manufactures the chip. And a semiconductor facility should not have even a minute shake. We are working at 4 nanometer today. Civil engineers enable those factories. Right? Civil engineers needed today. Mahesh Panchagula, one of our former deans, is doing now a podcast on seeing what happens to a computer scientist 30 years down the line. And what will happen? See, 30 years down the line only you need money, you need all these things. So what is happening? So I asked a civil engineer student, why did you study, why did you get into civil engineering? Because I did not get computer science. That should not be. Out of this exercise, I've started once, I'll do for years to come as long as I and, AskIITM, next director, everybody will keep doing it, hopefully. We want to say one day should come where the top 100, I should get some 5 civil engineers, I go and ask them, why are you joined civil engineering? Sir, we like civil engineering. That day comes, we'll stop AskIITM, okay? Right. Yeah, please, thank you. Yeah.
So the only question I had, sir, is are the other IITs, and some are, for whatever reason, the seats are in high demand there in every discipline, are they contributing to the startup ecosystem as well?
Of course, of course.
So on, or
every IIT today, see, there's no marriage without payasam, right? There's no institute, there's no premier higher education institution without a startup ecosystem. Of course, they are encouraging, they are also having many startups. Every IIT, 23 IITs plus 1, 23 plus 1, IISc also today, they have their BTech program now. Everybody is contributing very much for the startup ecosystem, no doubt about it. And there are also setting up funds for also, after the startup comes to some stage, the Western world is very negative. They call valley of death, right? What is Bharat? Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. So I call it, I patented it, I copyrighted it. Nobody said in the world. I'm saying some pride here, saying it's valley of hope. Right? The startup has this valley of hope between, they need some 5 crore to 20 crores. So valley of death, and slowly they were killing. Now we said valley of hope. IIT Madras, now new term, coined valley of hope. Now we are setting up a 1,000 crore fund. We are very seriously working towards it. We also got SEBI approval. That will be an equity fund to support these startups. Once they come to some stage, they will have that funding, provided they meet certain benchmarks. Then you take it forward. Okay. So we want to really take this whole thing. And just to end this was my wish. Yesterday also I told to the other thing. I am 57 now. 23 years are there. I get to 80. 80 is called Sadabhishekam in Tamil. I want to celebrate my Sadabhishekam in what is the gift I want in return from IIT Madras. I want to celebrate my Sadabhishekam in M.A. Chidambaram Stadium, where IPL is played. There should be some 80, 100 helicopters that should land, and all should be CEOs of IITM incubated companies. That's the prosperity that we want for the country, for your child, for your country, for your institute. So every institute is working towards this direction. There's no doubt about it. Yes?
Good evening, sir.
Next team.
Yeah. I'm Sujata. I'm working in DRDO. So basically, I want to ask whether any work is going on cyber security. Because
any work is going on
cyber
security.
What I mean is, like, I have developed a system and deployed across the Indian Navy for their operational planning. So because of this information leakage, they are a bit reluctant to come on digital mode. So whether any proper solution, cyber security, so the Indian owned security solutions, so that
yeah, there are multiple startups which are working on cyber security. We have SciStar. Tomorrow, you can introduce her to Chester. You're working with the DRDO lab. You're in CARE? Oh, well. So, yeah, we are working. There are many projects that we are also doing with you. We are with what, Persia's group. Oh, acha. So you are in that group. Okay. So we have several projects that are going on, and please interact with Chester and Agnishore. A lot of work that is going on with the strategic agencies also. Yeah. Yes, please.
As many said, thanks for the inspirational speech, sir.
Thank you.
Second is, as parents, definitely, this day has changed the perspectives completely. I've seen some of your YouTube videos, but as you said, the personal connect had a different impact altogether.
Thank you.
But just one, I already answered, but just as a follow-on question, as the physics student you mentioned, right? There are some interests the kids develop over a period of time before even they come, but the rank doesn't allow them to select what their interests are sometimes, right? It's the system that is how it is, right? But what is the last piece of advice, although you answered some of them, when they come up, probably they didn't get what their interest is, and what is your suggestion for those?
Great question. So if there is some award you should give for this, I missed this. So answer is simply I join IIT Madras. Why I'll tell you. See, my predecessor was of the view, my predecessor's predecessor, so I call Pita Maha, Professor Anand, Professor Bhaskar. They were very much of this view that this notion of a department is useless. Okay? You should not have something called computer science. It should be some, he classified as some Max Planck school, this school. There will be one set of engineering topics that need to be taught so that people can conceive of a system. But if I say there's no computer science, it will be a civil war in the country. Okay, so what we are now decided, somewhere in 2019, 2020, I think before Pratap became dean, I think your predecessor was there. In the previous, when Professor Bhaskar was there, we made that 60% is what is your karma degree. Remaining 40% you can take any elective of your choice. Right? And there we introduced this interdisciplinary dual degree program. He has done a lot of homework. He came and asked this question. Okay? So, after finishing your karma 60%, the remaining 40%, you can do any course of your choice. And there are several reasons. There are 20 reasons for why somebody takes an elective. There's no 8 o'clock class, sure pass, the school, girlfriend is studying there. So all these things, so many things are, there are 20 different reasons why somebody takes an elective here. But one of the reasons can also be that I want to study that subject. So for example, somebody did not get engineering physics, they can do the quantum related physics subjects in that. And then when they finish that set of electives, they can now do one more project and some more courses, and they get what you call as an interdisciplinary dual degree program, where they get one degree which is your karma degree, but another degree which is your passionate degree. Okay? So this is made possible. We understood this and we have made it possible. And it is working out very well. At least now 30% students go, 40% of the students go to that, they spend one more extra year and they go to the interdisciplinary dual degree program. And we have 18 IDDs which cover almost all the interests. We have on that list of IDDs you have put. Robotics, we start from robotics, we have quantum sciences, we have cyber physical systems, so many IDDs we have. So that will match anything that your kid might be interested on. We have thought about it and have an IDD for it. Anything more? Okay, thank you very much and wish you all the best, and let us see many of you in IIT Madras. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor. Fascinating speech, as always. Or as us Gen Z would say, it's an absolute banger. So, sorry, I wanted to say it. Yes, sir. Yes, Professor. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, as Professor Kama was giving his speech, Piyush and I were counting how many events we have done over the last 5 years. This is our 33rd event over the last 5 years. And I think every event we've had around 100, 150 people join us. So just want to take a few minutes, introduce our team. Okay. Professor Pratap is a large source of support to us. He's the Dean of Academic Courses. He just left to drop Professor Kama. We report to him. We do all our work with him. And he dedicates a lot of time to us. Then we have Amrut. Can you just... Yeah. So Amrut also puts in a lot of work. The entire website was made by Amrut and Claude. So that was there. Then we have Piyush. Piyush did a lot of work on the presentations and on handling the community that we have where you ask questions and other things. Then we have Forum. Forum was handling registrations all throughout amongst the many other things that she's done. Then we have Mrityunjay, who was leading the project overall this year. I think I'll just give him a moment for introducing all the interns that helped out on the project this year.
All right, mere jigar ke tukdo. I would like to welcome them sequentially on the stage. First we have Sarvajit. Sarvajit, I mean, he's just put in a lot of work, and yesterday he was sleepless because we had a lot of people coming to the campus. Next we have Chetna. Chetna was with us in the event in Hyderabad. She made sure everything went smoothly over there. Next we have Pragatish. Pragatish has been, Pragatish has been very nervous since the morning for everything. So, I mean, but he's, pulled off splendidly well. So, congratulations. Next, we have Srivatsan. Srivatsan managed the Bangalore Demo Day, and again, it went splendidly well. Next, we have Sehaj. Sehaj has basically converted from a community intern who was writing for us to someone who is basically manning the entire registration desk by himself. Next we have Ritika. Ritika was joined us as a part-time intern in February for one of the events, and we loved working with her so much that we said, why don't you come manage the demo day as well. Same applies to Yogesh actually. Yogesh was also with us for one of the small events that we did, but I mean he did so well that we said, please come. Next is Ananya. Ananya basically took care of launching the entire maths department, which is their first year. So yeah, I would say she did a pretty damn good job. Last is Aditi. Aditi said that campus store was pretty easy to do because I was having so much fun with the parents and the kids. That's the enthusiasm she brings to the team. So yeah, thank you so much, Aditi. Aditi otherwise is a community intern who has written a lot of articles that you will read up on AskIITM.com. So yeah, that's the... Yeah, there are two people who are not with us right now. One is Shivani. Shivani basically worked herself so much that she is a little sick right now. And Nandini, who is a remote intern who works on the community. She is not at campus. And I mean, last but not least, I want to thank Satya, who is also not here. Satya, I mean, I think probably all of you have interacted with Satya at the registration desk. She's taken care of basically all the planning, the food that you ate, and so many other things. So yeah, thanks to Satya. I'll just ask Nikhil to take over.
Yeah, I'm Nikhil. I'll thank myself. So all I did was write the speech. Everything else was done by them. So yeah, how many of you came from outside Chennai? Oh, nice. Thank you so much. Huh? Yeah. So we're winding up. This is officially the end of the event. If you want to roam around campus, you can do so on your own. I hope it's pleasant weather outside, so you can take a call accordingly. My only request is that if you have to walk around, please take a bus and go to the main gate. You can ask a security guard or any student who's walking around to guide you to a bus stop and take a bus. On the bus, it'll say main gate, so you can do that. And it is pretty hard to get a cab from inside, so I would recommend those of you who have to leave to the main gate to take a bus or to hitch a ride with people who have come from Chennai. I'm sure you might know some people. Anything else I've missed? Huh? Yeah, then usual things. Don't feed the animals, don't go near monkeys. You should be fine. Don't carry water bottles. Yeah, don't eat near monkeys. You should be fine.